In this video, we are going to see how attackers perform password guessing attacks to bypass an authentication system. We will also demonstrate how these attacks work in practice using our demo application. To perform this attack, you will need two things. First, you will need the demo application that I have created for practicing security vulnerabilities. Download it and run it locally on your machine from GitHub repository. I will provide the link in the description. Run the npm install command to download and install all the required dependencies. Second, you will need Burp Suite, which we will use to intercept and test authentication requests during the attack. It is a intercepting proxy, allowing user to view, analyze, and modify web traffic in real time between their browser and the target server. Let's start by running this project on our machine. Execute the npm start command. This will start the backend application on your local server. Now let's open Burp Suite. Next, navigate to the Proxy tab and click Open Browser. A new browser window will open and we will use this browser to intercept our application's request. Then navigate to the localhost 3000 where our application is running. You will see a login form. For now, let's suppose we know any specific email that already exists in our system. Let's say studentd@uni.com and then we enter any random password and then click submit. After that, we got an error, invalid email or password. Now let's switch back to the Burp Suite. In the Proxy tab, open the HTTP History tab. Here you will see the post request that was sent to the API/o/login endpoint we just recently made using login form. Click on that request and you will be able to inspect its details. In the request section, you can see email address and password that was submitted. In the response section, you can see the server response that was returned after processing the login request. Now that's just one login request. But what if we want to send thousands or millions of login requests using the same email address with different passwords until we guess the correct one? This is exactly how password guessing attacks work. Attackers use password word list that contains millions of commonly used leaked passwords collected from previous data breaches. They then automate this process of trying each password against a target account. For this demonstration, we will not use a massive password list. Instead, I have created a small password word list that contains just a few passwords, including the correct one, so it is easier to understand how the attacks work. To perform this attack, we will use Burp Suite Intruder. Intruder is a tool designed to automate the process of sending large number of HTTP requests. First, we need to send the login request to the intruder so we can automate it with our different passwords. Make sure the sniper tag type is selected. The sniper tag replaces one selected value in the request with the values from the word list. Next, locate the password we entered earlier in the request, highlight it and click Add Dollar button. This marks the password fields as payload position. During the attack, Burp Suite will replace this value with each password from our word list and send a separate login request for every password. Now just copy the list of passwords we have created and paste it in the payload configuration section. After that, click on the Start Attack button. Now a new window has opened and Burp Suite is performing the attack by sending a login request for each password in the word list. Notice that status code column. Notice the status code column. Almost every request returns a 401 unauthorized response, which means the password was incorrect. However, one request returns a 200 OK response. This indicates that the login was successful, meaning the attacker has guessed the correct password. Click on the request that returns the 200 OK status code. In the response section, you can see a login successful message. This confirms that the password student123 is the correct password associated with this email account. An attacker can send tens or hundreds of passwords per second to the server and guess the original password. If the application does not have proper security controls such as rate limiting or account lockout, the attacker may eventually discover the user's passwords and gain unauthorized access. So that's how a password guessing attacks work and how attackers attempt to bypass an authentication system by repeatedly trying different passwords. In the next video, we will look at how to defend against these attacks and implement effective security measures. If you are interested in learning more about web application security and secure authentication system, make sure to subscribe to this channel.